Hi all, in this video we are going to see about hubs and switches and what is the difference between them. Let's get into the video. First of all, what is a hub? A hub is nothing more than a physical repeater, which means when it receives the electrical signal from one interface, it will be forwarded or broadcasted to all other interfaces except the interface from which it gets the information. For example, consider a 8-port hub. When it receives a signal from port number 1, it will be automatically be broadcasted to all other interfaces from 2nd port to 8th port, whichever port is on. It gets broadcast the information to all the ports except the first port, since it receives the information in the first port. Even if the concerned device, if the port number 8 doesn't require the information also, it will send to that port. Every port receives the concerned information, even if they require or they don't require. Which is a network wastage, and at the same time it may cause a collision in the network. A larger the network with the hub will create higher the collision. So there may be issue with the data loss. Another important one thing we should make a note of it: hub operates only at a half duplex mode. There is no full duplex mode in case of hub. It is not at all an intelligent device. It's just a forwarding mechanism. What it does, hub never splits up a collision domain and a broadcast domain. It has a single collision domain and a single broadcast domain, whereas a Ethernet switch, which can split up a collision domain by using a CSMA/CD, which we have seen in the earlier videos. If you haven't seen, I have given the description of the link, so you can watch out. That's it about a hub. So basically, what is a hub means? It's just a physical repeater. It doesn't have any intelligence. What it does, it just forwards the information to all other ports except the port from which it gets the information. That's it about a hub. And what is a switch? Switch is an intelligent device. It works at layer 2, while the hub works at a layer 1 of OSI model, whereas the switch works at a layer 2. What does the switch do? Switch, when it receives the information on one particular port, it will just send the information to a particular port to which it has to be sent. For example, if you need to reach a concerned MAC, the information is being get onto the port number 1 to reach a concerned MAC. What it does is, first initially it will do the MAC table process. If you haven't seen about a MAC address table in the previous video, the link is given here. You can just check it out. Once the process done, it will next, the second time, when it wants to send the information to a concerned PC, it will automatically send the unicast to the concerned port. It will not broadcast to all others. So this helps to avoid a network usage, and at the same time it helps to split up a collision. So there is a multiple collision in the domain, and a network wastage also not be there. Both full duplex and half duplex mode will be supported in the switch. Switch is an intelligent device. That's it about a switch. Switch can operate at 3 main modes. What they are called as a cut through, store and forward, and fragment free. What does each of these means? Cut through. What does a cut through means? Cut through means it will just receives as soon as a switch receives a Ethernet frame. It just looks into the destination MAC address only. Once as it receives a destination MAC address, it will automatically be forwarded the frame to the next level. It doesn't care about the entire Ethernet frame to be checked or verified. That it doesn't care about. It just needs to know only about a destination MAC address. Once it receives, just forward it. There is some issues with the cut through process. What does means, it is not reliable, and if any errors in the frames, it don't even look into it. There may be some issue with that. That's a cut through process. It's the fastest way of resolving the issue. Next is the store and forward mechanism. What is the store and forward? Store and forward is, as soon as the switch receives the Ethernet frame, it looks into the entire frame and check whether if the frames is corrupted or not. If it is not corrupted only, it will move on to the next step. If it is corrupted, it will discard the frame and the process get ends. That's what is a store and forward method. And a fragment free. What is a fragment free? Fragment free means it will just check first 64 bytes are okay. If a frame is been entering, It just checks into first 64 bytes are okay. If it is okay, it just forwards the process to the next level. This is what a fragment free. The fastest method is a cut through process, and the slowest method is a store and forward as a process. Most of the switches nowadays will use a store and forward process only, as it is a reliable and in order to avoid a corruption in the frame. So this is what the switching modes, and that's it about a hubs and switch. Thanks for watching. Until next time.